will be 30,000 nights. One night superior to 30,000 nights. Many of our brothers, mashallah, they do mini cabs. Mini cab. And they'll be lucky. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, how much do they get?
500.
Double time. Normally 20 pounds. Christmas Eve they charge 40 pounds. Double. Anything 50 pounds becomes 100 pounds. But Laylatul Qadr, not double, not treble, not 10, 30,000 times. Khairum min al-fisha, not even 30,000, better than 30,000. One night, better than 30,000 nights. Allahu Akbar. And in the fasting, the reward Allah gives fasting people. A hadith in Bukhari, the Prophet ﷺ said, Kullu amali ibn Adam yuda'af. Allah knows we are weak. And Allah has made us. Allah knows us better than what we can ever know ourselves. Allah loves us more than what we can ever love ourselves. We don't know what's good for us. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌّ لَكُمْ. Many a times people want something, it's not good for them. Many a times people don't want something and it's good for them. But Allah knows, وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Allah says again and again, Allah knows, you don't know what's good for you. Allah knows what's good for you. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. You think people love, enjoy their lives, eating, drinking, mashallah, going here and there. But Allah says, no. فَمَنْ شَاهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْ. Learn to remain hungry, fast, and give up yada utama wa shahwatahu min ajli. Give up your desires, your eating and drinking for me. Allah says, yuridullahu bikumul yusr. There is good ease and comfort for you. This will make you a better person. You will get more pleasure, more enjoyment, and more reward by remaining hungry and thirsty for the sake of Allah than you can ever having a nice meal. But learn the proper things. When people are fasting, because their stomachs are empty. Usually this is why when you in the morning, when you rise and you get up, there is an unpleasant smell in the mouth. Because the stomach is empty, the gases rise and all sorts of gases, mashallah, they are produced, and so it gives an unpleasant odor in the mouth. And other people don't like it, the man himself doesn't like it. But Allah knows why your mouth has an unpleasant smell, because you've been fasting. وَلَا خَلُوفُ فَمِ الصَّائِمِ أَطْيَبُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ رِيحِ الْمِسْكِ. That unpleasant odor in your mouth is better in the eyes of Allah than even the most fragrant musk. Because you stop eating and drinking for the sake of Allah. When you are fasting, Allah increases the reward of your amal so much. Minimum, whatever you do, otherwise, wherever. Al-hasanatu bi-ashri amthaliha ila 700 ضعف. From 10 up to 700 times. And then يقول الله تعالى إلا الصوم فإنه لي وأنا أجزي به. Everything else minimum 10 up to 700 except fasting, that Allah personally will give the reward for fasting people. أنا أجزي به. Arabic is a unique language. I can see some brothers are Arabs. No. Arabic is a very unique and special language. Allah has chosen it to be the language of Quran, the language of Rasulullah, the language of Jannah. Don't ask me what's the language of Jahannam.
What should be? English?
Perhaps you the brother said, but the language of Jannah, because we only want to go to Jannah, inshallah.
Push. Bloody man.
Inshallah. But anyway, Arabic is a very special language. You know, in English, when you say different, if you want to say, for example, Abdullah read a book. You say, Abdullah qara'a kitaban. Abdullah read a book. Qara'a. Qara'a means he read. Fatha on the qaf, ra, and hamza. 3 letters all with fatha. Qara'a. Abdullah read this book. You can also say in English, the book was read by Abdullah. Abdullah read the book. The book was read by Abdullah. The book was read. So you have to change the words and add the word. But qara'a means he read. But if you want to say the book was read, you don't have to change the words too much. In Arabic, you keep the letters the same. You just manipulate the fatha and it becomes a dhamma. Qara'a becomes Quri'a. Quri'a means it was read. Qara'a, he read. Quri'a, it was read. So similarly, this word ajzi, alif, jim, za, ya, ajzi, Allah says, I will give the reward. Some muhaddisun recite this hadith, meaning, ana ujzabi, I become the reward. So if Allah becomes your reward, Allahu Akbar, then what is there remaining? From Afghanistan, many centuries ago, there was a pious king. His name was Mahmud from Ghazni. He used to have a servant, his name was Ayaz. Ayaz, he was very intelligent and very obedient. And because of his obedience and intelligence, other people used to be jealous. Like I was saying earlier, jealousy is a very bad thing. But the king loved Ayaz. He was King Mahmud and Ayaz. It's a famous relationship in the Asian culture. Mahmud and Ayaz. Mahmud was the king, Ayaz was the servant. And he loved him because he was very obedient and he was intelligent. Other ministers and rich people used to be jealous. One day Mahmud wanted to show the people why he loves Ayaz. And so what he did, he asked somebody to bring the best treasures from the khazana, from the treasury, and he displayed them. He said to everybody, whatever you put your hand on is yours today. So everybody said, oh mashallah, the king's feeling generous. So everybody rushed for the diamonds, the big ones first. Whatever they could lay their hands on, they picked it up. Ayaz was standing by the king, said, Ayaz, what's the matter? Don't you want anything? Go on, run. Put your hand on something, you can have it as well. He said, Your Majesty, are you sure? Whatever you say, my word to you, whatever you put your hand on is yours today. So you know what Ayaz did? He put his hand on the king's head. He said, Ayaz, what's this? Well, they are running after diamonds, they can have the diamonds, but I want you. If you are mine, they've picked up one diamond each, then whatever you have is all mine. You understand? You don't understand? So because the king owns different diamonds and everything, he said whatever you put your hand on is yours, but Ayaz, he was clever and he wanted to show the others, look, he wants me. So Allah says, I will give you the reward, but according to some muhaddiseen, وَأَنَا أُجْزَى, Allah will become his reward. So whatever Allah has is yours. Allah will put everything in your service. Fasting is such a special ibadah. Allah himself becomes the reward because nobody else really knows if you are fasting or not. If you are praying, and we should all pray in Jamaat. Allah commands, وَارْكَعُوا مَعَ الرَّاكِعِينَ. Pray with the people who pray. Come in the masjid. People who pray at home, many people don't even pray. But many who pray at home, Rasulullah used to get so angry. One day he said to the people, I want to appoint somebody imam, and I want to go and tell the youngsters to bring some firewood and go and burn the houses of people who pray at home. So we should pray in the masjid. When you pray, other people can see you, mashallah. Sometimes when you come to the masjid regularly, one day you don't come, then people, Shaykh, where's Abdullah, where's Muhammad, where's Abdul Rahman? Then they know what's happening. It increases love in the community. You develops brotherhood, praying together, being together, looking after one another. If somebody goes missing, you can help one another. You inquire and you visit one another. Brings reward from Allah. When a man Muslim visits another sick Muslim in the morning, 70,000 angels pray for him until the evening. If he visits him in the evening, 70,000 will pray until the morning. That love and brotherhood. So when you pray, other people can see you pray, mashallah. Today he was here, today he wasn't here, and so on. If you give zakat, you have to give zakat to somebody. He will be a witness to the fact you've given zakat. If you go on Hajj, you go with a group, mashallah, you go with people, you make tawaf, there are people there, you go to Mina, Arafah, Muzdalifah, there will be people all around you. But if you are fasting, nobody really knows if you are really fasting or not, except you and Allah. Sometimes people, what they do, they get up for sari as well. And many times, mashallah, in many masajids, mashallah, the committees and the brothers and local community members as well, they bring food to the masjid. So mashallah, sometimes many people come early so that they can get the best pakoras and samosas. And mashallah, they haven't been fasting, they just want to be the first, mashallah. Because many people are on seafood diet. You know what a seafood diet? Not fish. And these things, when they see food, they can't resist, they have to attack it. Seafood, get it?